Hello and welcome to this video. This is all about eRPL. My name is Damien Naud and I'm one of the members of the Learner Success team that will be helping you with your studies. Now let's dive in and have a look at the eRPL courses and how they operate. Firstly, let's start with the main navigation menu down the left-hand side. If you click on Dashboard, it will take you to this screen. Now, the dashboard always automatically comes up when you log in. It's like your home page for Mr. Wet Online. And you'll see announcements, any announcements that we've given you to look at. And then underneath that, you'll see a list of your courses with these graphics. You click on them to go to the course you want. Alternatively, on the left-hand side, you can click on courses and that'll give you a straightforward list here, so you can click on your courses and access them that way. The only other screens you might use here might go into account if you want to modify your settings and your profile. Perhaps give us a little picture to show us what you look like by clicking on here and modifying your picture so we can see that you're a real person just like we are. And also notifications, you can modify your notifications, but it does have a default set of notifications that usually work pretty well for our students. Alternatively, there's a calendar, but we don't really use that from a teaching perspective. If you want to set little reminders for yourself as to track your progress and how you're going, you can use it for that purpose. Inbox is important, especially if you see a number there. If you see a number there, that means you've got an unread message from Mr. Wet Online, and you can click on the message to have a read. Okay. All right. Beyond that, these other items you won't use too often, but you will use this help function. And by clicking on this help function, you can ask your instructors a question, or alternatively, you can report if you're having a technical problem or error. Asking your instructors a question, this one's really good if you have a general question. If you have a specific question about one of your tasks that you're undertaking, probably better to ask that question within the task. And we'll show you how to do that later. So that's your main menu. What you're going to spend most of your time doing though is being in your courses. So let's go into one of the courses. Let's go into eRPL TAE-DEL 401 and BSB CMM 401. So this is an eRPL course for 2 units of competency from the Certificate 4, and you'll automatically come through this home page and you can scroll down. There's a video at the bottom which welcomes you to that course. And you'll see here a variety of videos as well, a variety of tiles that you can navigate. Let's quickly have a look at those. First time is for the person who's joining for the very first time. So if this is your first eRPL course, dive in and have a look at the videos and have a read of the information there. If we go back, if it's not your first time, you've studied with us before, but it's your first time in this course, start here is a good place to start. It tells you about the course that you're undertaking and gives you some of the specific information that you need in order to undertake the course. In this one here, it says quite specifically that as an eRPL student for this course, you need to complete all of the tasks. And that's pretty typical for all of our courses. You need to complete every task. 3 tasks out of 6 isn't going to be enough. 5 out of 6, not enough. You need to be able to complete all of the tasks successfully in order to complete this mini course. This course, in this case, it's eRPL for 2 units. Now, going back again to that homepage menu, we've got a book of readings that you can access. If you want a training resource to look at, you can dive in there and have a look. You can access all your help options by clicking on that. It'll tell you about all the different places you can find help with Mr. Wet, including ringing us using the old school phone, which is a great thing. This is your tasks. We'll dive into that in a second. There's a page of frequently asked questions that you can reference, and you can also check your progress as well by clicking on here and seeing how far you've progressed through the course. It only shows everything you need to do. So when it's empty, you're a winner. At this stage here, this one is in progress, this part of the course, and these things have not yet been successfully completed. This part of the course is unlocked, but hasn't been attempted yet. So unlocked means you haven't started it yet. In progress means you've started, but these are the only things remaining that you need to do within that part of the course. So let's dive in now and have a look at the course tasks for this eRPL course. You can access that either by clicking course tasks here, or always on the left hand side you'll see modules. Same result. In this case here, there's pre-start essentials that must be undertaken at the start of the course. There's 4 pages here. It tells you what you need to do. This one you need to have marked as done, which means you read it and mark it as done. You click the little button to say, I've read it and I'm finished. This one is the same. This one, you only have to view it. So have a look, read it, you're done. This one is mark as done as well. They're all your pre-start essentials. Shouldn't take very long at all. Then you move into your eRPL tasks. Now in this course for BSB CMM 401 and TAE Del 401, there are 12 tasks to undertake and then a short finish quiz. So what we ask you to do is to start at the top and work your way through. You can submit them whenever you like, and you should expect to get marking from your assessors within 7 days of submission. Usually it's faster. Sometimes we do take over 7 days, but most of them will be marked within 7 days. Submit a task, move on to the next one. Please don't wait for it to be marked. In this case here, task 1, the title is CV or resume, and it basically says upload a CV, resume, or a list of recent positions to us so we get an understanding what your job history is and whether you're a good candidate for RPL for this unit. To do that, just click Submit Assignment, and then you'll click Browse and find your file on your computer and then submit it to us. Okay. As you submit the assignment, you can make a comment to us. Okay. It's not really necessary. You don't need to be polite and say, thank you in advance for assessing this. We don't need to know that. It's all good. We're happy to do it for you. But if you have a specific question or need help or you're confused about something, ask us a comment as you submit the assignment. Okay. Once you've submitted it, it will come to our team and we'll mark it within usually that 7 days. Now, if we move on from there, we'll move on to the next task just by clicking the next button. Do we want to leave that page even though we haven't submitted? Yes, we do on this occasion. This one is payslip or work documents. So again, click Submit Assignment. Okay, go find your file where you have your evidence that's going to satisfy this task and submit it to us. And click Next. Okay. And that's the way it works. You just work your way through all of the tasks one at a time. Now in the module list, you'll see that some of the tasks require you to upload things. Sometimes it's generic items like a CV or a resume or a payslip or work document. Sometimes it's very specific evidence related to that course showing us that you've got those skills. So delivery of 2 presentations to a group showing us that you've done that. Detailed presentations, evaluations, addressing group needs, 2 session plans, 2 learning resources, all the bits and pieces that together put together a persuasive case that you've created the documents before and that you've worked effectively in this area. In addition, it's not unusual in our eRPL course, in fact it's quite typical, to have third-party review where you download a document, present it to a colleague, they fill it out and give it to you, and then you send it back to us to show us that you've got a colleague who will support the authenticity of your claim for RPL, and a challenge test as well, where we ask some knowledge questions. So you answer the questions and supply them to us. That's basically a quiz. At the end of all of your tasks, after and only after they've all been marked as successfully completed, then you submit the finish quiz. Okay, and the finish quiz is just 3 short questions. You take the quiz, answer those questions to basically let us know that, hey, I think I'm finished. I think everything's been marked as successfully done. Can you please check this for us? And we'll check that for you. And if everything looks good, we'll give you a big thumbs up and do the corresponding marking for you to let you know that everything's done. So that pretty much is in a nutshell is the eRPL courses. Just go through all of your eRPL courses one at a time from top to bottom, just like we did within this course. Try to keep it relatively simple. Work from the top with your pre-essential tasks, then task 1 through to the final task. And once you've submitted all that, then move on to your next course. And if you've got multiple courses, just follow that procedure and expect our marking to be done within 7 days, because that's what happens with most submissions that find their way to us. Thanks very much for watching this video, and thank you for enrolling with us at Mr. Wed, and above all else from our Learning Success team who's here to help you. Good luck.